Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed seekers of personal mastery, today I stand before you to illuminate a profound truth that has the potential to reshape your life in ways you may never have imagined. This truth is simple yet potent. The way you speak to yourself determines the trajectory of your destiny. It is not mere words or fleeting thoughts. It is the foundation upon which your reality is built. For 3 days, just 72 hours, you possess the power to recalibrate your inner dialogue, to transform doubt into determination and fear into faith. The question is not whether this is possible. The question is whether you are willing to embrace it. This journey begins with a single realization. Every word you utter to yourself plants a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. These seeds grow into beliefs, and these beliefs shape your actions, decisions, and ultimately your outcomes. If your internal narrative is one of limitation, I can't, I'm not good enough, it's impossible, then you are unknowingly erecting barriers that prevent you from reaching your full potential. But if you choose to nurture a narrative of possibility, I am capable, I am worthy, I will find a way, you unlock doors that lead to untold opportunities. The concept is not new, but its application is often overlooked. Throughout history, those who have achieved greatness have understood the importance of mastering their self-talk. They have recognized that success is not merely an external pursuit, but an internal transformation. They have harnessed the power of affirmations, declarations, and intentional language to align their inner world with their outer aspirations. And now, this same power is within your grasp. Over the next 3 days, you will embark on a transformative experiment. You will deliberately choose to speak to yourself in ways that inspire, uplift, and empower. You will replace doubt with certainty, fear with courage, and hesitation with action. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about acknowledging your challenges while refusing to let them define you. It is about taking control of the narrative you tell yourself, and in doing so, taking control of your life. Let me be clear. This is not a passive exercise. It requires discipline, focus, and unwavering commitment. It demands that you become aware of every thought, every word, and every belief that passes through your mind. It challenges you to confront the limiting patterns that have held you back for far too long, but the rewards are immeasurable. In just 3 days, you will begin to see shifts in your mindset, your energy, and your outlook. You will feel a renewed sense of purpose and a clarity of vision that will guide you forward. So I ask you, are you ready to take this step? Are you prepared to harness the extraordinary power of positive self-talk and witness its transformative effects firsthand? If your answer is, then let us begin this journey together. Let us commit to speaking to ourselves in ways that reflect our highest potential. For in doing so, we do not merely change our lives. We create a legacy of possibility, resilience, and triumph. The science behind self-talk, bridging mind and reality, at the heart of understanding how self-talk shapes our reality lies. The intricate workings of the human brain, specifically the interplay between the conscious and subconscious minds. Scientific research has consistently shown that the subconscious mind, operating beneath the level of our everyday awareness, plays a critical role in shaping our behaviors, emotions, and decisions. While the conscious mind processes information at the surface level, the subconscious acts as a reservoir of deeply ingrained beliefs, habits, and automatic responses. This dynamic relationship means that what we repeatedly say to ourselves, whether consciously or unconsciously, has a profound impact on how we perceive and navigate the world. Neuroscience provides compelling evidence for the influence of self-talk on brain activity. Studies using advanced imaging techniques such as fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, have demonstrated that positive affirmations and constructive self-talk activate regions of the brain associated with motivation, reward, and emotional regulation. For instance, when individuals engage in affirmations like, I am capable, or I am resilient, areas such as the ventromedial prefrontal cortex and the anterior cingulate cortex light up, signaling increased neural activity linked to self-esteem and goal-directed behavior. Conversely, negative self-talk triggers stress-related pathways, activating the amygdala, the brain's fear center, and flooding the body with cortisol, the hormone associated with anxiety and tension. Over time, this chronic exposure to stress hormones can impair cognitive functions, weaken immune responses, and even contribute to physical ailments such as cardiovascular disease. When we consistently repeat certain phrases or thoughts, they form neural pathways that strengthen with each iteration, much like carving a groove into a piece of wood. This phenomenon, known as neuroplasticity, underscores the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and rewire itself based on experience and repetition. For example, someone who regularly affirms, "I am confident in my abilities," reinforces a mental framework that supports confidence and competence and competence. On the other hand, habitual negative self-talk, such as, "I always mess things up," deepens entrenched patterns of self-doubt and failure, making it increasingly difficult to break free from these cycles. Moreover, the subconscious mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination. When we vividly imagine scenarios or consistently reinforce specific beliefs through self-talk, the brain responds as though those scenarios are real. This principle is why visualization techniques, often paired with affirmations, are so effective in enhancing performance across various domains, from athletics to public speaking. Athletes, for instance, frequently use mental rehearsals and positive affirmations to prepare for competitions. By visualizing success and reinforcing their capabilities through self-talk, they prime their brains to execute tasks with greater precision and confidence during actual events. Another critical aspect of self-talk is its role in shaping emotional regulation and resilience. Research conducted by psychologists such as Dr. Ethan Kross has highlighted the benefits of adopting a third-person perspective when engaging in self-talk. Referring to oneself by name or using pronouns like you instead of I creates psychological distance, enabling individuals to approach challenges with greater objectivity and calmness. For example, saying, "You've got this," rather than "I've got this," can reduce feelings of overwhelm and foster a sense of empowerment. This technique leverages the brain's capacity to process information more rationally when it perceives advice as coming from an external source rather than internal turmoil. In addition to influencing individual psychology, self-talk also affects social interactions and relationships. The way we communicate with ourselves often spills over into how we relate to others. People who practice compassionate and encouraging self-talk tend to exhibit higher levels of empathy and emotional intelligence, fostering healthier connections with those around them. Conversely, individuals trapped in cycles of self-criticism may project their insecurities onto others, leading to strained relationships and misunderstandings. The implications of these findings extend beyond personal development into fields such as education, healthcare, care, and leadership. Educators, for instance, can harness the principles of positive self-talk to help students build confidence and overcome academic challenges. Healthcare professionals might incorporate mindfulness-based interventions to encourage patients to adopt empowering narratives about their health and recovery. Leaders, too, can model positive self-talk to inspire teams, cultivate a growth-oriented culture, and drive organizational success. To fully appreciate the science behind self-talk, it is essential to recognize its dual nature, both a reflection of existing beliefs and a catalyst for change. While our subconscious programming is shaped by past experiences, cultural influences, and societal norms, deliberate efforts to reframe our internal dialogue can rewrite these scripts. This malleability offers hope and agency, reminding us that we are not prisoners of our thoughts, but architects of our minds. By understanding the mechanisms through which self-talk operates, we gain the tools to harness its power intentionally, transforming our inner worlds and, consequently, our external realities. Crafting your affirmation arsenal, the blueprint for success as we delve deeper into the transformative journey of reshaping our internal dialogue, it becomes imperative to master the art of crafting affirmations that resonate deeply with our core aspirations and values. Affirmations, when wielded with precision and intention, serve as powerful tools that can sculpt our subconscious minds and steer our lives towards desired outcomes. To harness this potential fully, one must adhere to a set of guiding principles designed to ensure that each affirmation is not only impactful, but also aligned with the overarching goals we seek to achieve. First and foremost, specificity stands as a cornerstone in the construction of effective affirmations. Vague declarations such as, "I want to be successful," lacked the clarity needed to channel our energies effectively. Instead, precise affirmations like, I am building a profitable business that impacts thousands positively provide a clear direction and a tangible target for our ambitions. This specificity not only sharpens our focus, but also enhances our ability to visualize and emotionally connect with our goals, thereby amplifying the motivational force behind our efforts. Parallel to specificity, positivity must permeate every affirmation we craft. The language we choose should brim with optimism and strength, steering clear of negations and limitations. For instance, instead of stating, I am not afraid of failure, which inadvertently focuses the mind on fear, a more potent affirmation would be, I embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. This shift not only reframes obstacles as stepping stones, but also cultivates a resilient mindset primed to tackle adversities head-on. Moreover, the inclusion of present tense is crucial in affirmations. By phrasing our statements as if the desired outcome is already a reality, such as I am confidently leading my team to success, we bridge the gap between where we are and where we wish to be. This linguistic strategy tricks the subconscious mind into accepting the affirmed state as true, thus accelerating the manifestation process. It aligns our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the envisioned future, creating a congruent pathway towards achievement. Believability forms another pillar in the architecture of powerful affirmations. Each statement must resonate with authenticity, reflecting truths that we genuinely believe or aspire to embody. Unrealistic affirmations that stretch too far beyond our current belief systems can trigger resistance and skepticism within the subconscious, undermining their effectiveness. Therefore, it is vital to assess and adjust the scope of our affirmations to match our evolving self-perception and capabilities. To illustrate the practical application of these principles, consider the case of Sarah, an aspiring entrepreneur overwhelmed by self-doubt. Initially, her affirmations were vague and tinged with negativity. I hope my business works out. Recognizing the need for transformation, Sarah revamped her affirmations following the outlined guidelines. She began affirming, I am attracting abundant opportunities and partnerships that propel my business forward daily. This new affirmation was specific to her entrepreneurial journey, imbued with positivity, framed in the present tense, and believable given her proactive steps towards networking and market research. Over time, Sarah noticed a significant boost in her confidence and clarity of purpose, translating into tangible progress in her business ventures. Similarly, John, a professional athlete struggling with performance anxiety, adopted tailored affirmations to fortify his mental game. His initial affirmation, I don't want to choke under pressure, was restructured to, I perform at my peak under pressure, demonstrating grace and skill. This revision eliminated negative framing, embraced a positive outlook, and anchored his belief in his proven athletic prowess. The result was a marked improvement in his competitive performances, attributed largely to his reinforced mental resilience. These examples underscore the pivotal role of well-crafted affirmations in catalyzing personal and professional breakthroughs. By adhering to the principles of specificity, positivity, present tense, and believability, we equip ourselves with an arsenal of affirmations poised to dismantle limiting beliefs and pave the way for unprecedented achievements. As we continue to refine our practices, let us remember that the words we choose to feed our minds are the seeds from which our futures will grow. Thus, investing time and thought into crafting affirmations is not merely beneficial. It is essential for anyone committed to mastering the art of positive self-dialogue and realizing their fullest potential. The 3-day challenge, a catalyst for transformation. Embarking on the 3-day challenge is akin to planting seeds in a garden. Each day represents a phase of nurturing that brings forth blossoms of change. This structured time frame is not arbitrary, but carefully designed to initiate a profound shift in your internal dialogue and, consequently, your external reality. The brevity of the challenge ensures that it remains manageable and non-intimidating, while its intensity guarantees that participants remain engaged and committed throughout. Day 1 serves as the foundation-laying phase. Here, the primary focus is on awareness and acknowledgement and acknowledgement. Participants are encouraged to observe their current self-talk patterns without judgment. This day is dedicated to identifying recurring negative themes and understanding their origins. By bringing these patterns to consciousness, individuals can begin the process of dismantling detrimental thought cycles. Simple exercises such as journaling thoughts immediately after waking or noting down instances of negative self-talk during the day can be immensely revealing. This heightened awareness sets the stage for the subsequent days, equipping participants with the necessary insight to effect change. Moving into day 2, the emphasis shifts to active replacement. Armed with the knowledge gained from the first day, participants now engage in the deliberate practice of substituting negative thoughts with positive affirmations. This phase is crucial as it involves the practical application of the affirmations crafted previously. Techniques such as mirror work, where individuals look at themselves in the mirror while reciting affirmations, can be particularly powerful. The visual and auditory reinforcement helps solidify the new, positive narratives being introduced into the subconscious. Additionally, incorporating visualization exercise enhances this process, allowing participants to not only say but also see themselves achieving their goals, thereby deepening belief in their attainability. Finally, day 3 consolidates the gains made in the previous days and focuses on integration. The aim here is to ensure that the newly formed positive self-talk habits begin to feel natural and automatic. Activities on this day include reflecting on the changes noticed over the past 2 days, celebrating small victories, and planning for continued practice beyond the challenge period. It is important to acknowledge that while 3 days can ignite significant change, sustaining this momentum requires ongoing effort. Participants are encouraged to set aside time each day for affirmation practice and to keep a gratitude journal to maintain a positive outlook. Throughout these 3 days, the structure of the challenge provides a scaffold for transformation. Each phase builds upon the last, ensuring a comprehensive approach to altering self-talk. The short duration makes the challenge accessible to all, reducing the barrier to entry and increasing the likelihood of participation. Moreover, the focused nature of the task compels individuals to immerse themselves fully, fostering a deeper connection with their internal dialogues and facilitating lasting change. By committing to this 3-day journey, participants not only engage in a transformative exercise, but also learn invaluable skills in mindfulness and self-regulation. The challenge teaches the importance of vigilance in monitoring one's thoughts and the power of intentional language in reshaping one's reality. As participants move forward, they carry with them not just improved self-talk, but a renewed sense of agency over their mental landscapes, equipped to face future challenges with a fortified mindset. Embracing resistance, the path to resilience, as we venture deeper into the realm of positive self-talk, it is inevitable that we encounter resistance, a formidable adversary that tests the very fabric of our resolve. This resistance manifests in myriad forms, from the subtle whispers of doubt that creep into our minds to the overwhelming waves of negativity that threaten to engulf our spirits. Yet it is precisely through confronting and overcoming this resistance that we forge the steel of our character and emerge stronger, more resilient, and undeniably transformed. Identifying the sources of resistance is the first step in dismantling its stronghold on our psyche. Often these sources are deeply rooted in past experiences, societal conditioning, and personal fears. For instance, a person who has faced repeated failures may harbor an underlying belief that success is unattainable, thereby perpetuating a cycle of self-sabotage. Similarly, societal pressures to conform to certain standards can instill a fear of standing out or pursuing unconventional paths, stifling creativity and ambition. Personal fears, whether of rejection, inadequacy, or the unknown, further compound these challenges, creating a labyrinth of mental barriers that hinder progress. Once identified, the next phase involves actively challenging these sources of resistance. This requires a conscious effort to question the validity of the negative narratives we have internalized. Are these beliefs truly reflective of our capabilities, or are they remnants of outdated perceptions? By subjecting our thoughts to rigorous scrutiny, we begin to peel away the layers of falsehood that obscure our true potential. Techniques such as cognitive restructuring, where one systematically replaces irrational thoughts with rational alternatives, prove invaluable in this endeavor. For example, instead of succumbing to the thought, I will never succeed, one might counter with every step I take brings me closer to success. This reframing not only disrupts the pattern of negative thinking, but also lays the groundwork for a more optimistic outlook. Building resilience against resistance is not a solitary battle, but a collective journey that benefits immensely from support systems. Surrounding oneself with individuals who embody positivity and encouragement can significantly bolster one's defenses against negativity. Mentors, peers, and loved ones can offer invaluable perspectives, helping to highlight blind spots and reinforce strengths. Moreover, engaging in communities that share similar aspirations can provide a sense of belonging and solidarity, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Practical strategies for maintaining a positive mindset amidst adversity further fortify our resilience. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing exercises, cultivate a heightened awareness of the present moment, allowing us to detach from the chaos of negative thoughts and focus on the here and now. Journaling, too, serves as a therapeutic outlet, enabling us to articulate our fears and frustrations while simultaneously documenting our progress and victories. Visual reminders, such as inspirational quotes or vision boards, act as constant affirmations of our goals and aspirations, keeping us anchored in our mission. Consider the story of Alex, a young entrepreneur who faced relentless criticism and skepticism from peers and family alike when he decided to launch his own tech startup. The naysayers' voices echoed loudly in his mind, fueling doubts about his competence and vision. However, Alex chose to confront this resistance head-on. He began by identifying the root causes of his insecurities, the fear of failure, and the pressure to meet others' expectations. Armed with this understanding, he embarked on a journey of self-discovery, seeking mentorship from seasoned entrepreneurs and immersing himself in a community of like-minded innovators. Through consistent practice of positive affirmations and mindfulness techniques, Alex gradually silenced the cacophony of negativity and replaced it with a symphony of self-belief and determination. Today, his startup thrives, a testament to the power of resilience forged in the fires of resistance. Similarly, Maria, a professional dancer recovering from a debilitating injury, found herself grappling with despair and self-doubt. Her identity, so intricately tied to her ability to perform, seemed shattered. Yet, she refused to let resistance dictate her fate. Maria sought therapy to address the emotional toll of her injury, joined a support group of fellow dancers navigating similar challenges, and immersed herself in rehabilitation exercise. She adopted a mantra, "Every setback is a setup for a comeback," which she repeated daily, anchoring her spirit in hope and perseverance. Slowly but surely, Maria regained her strength and returned to the stage, her performance infused with a newfound depth and passion born from her trials. These narratives underscore a universal truth. Resistance, though daunting, is not insurmountable. By identifying its sources, challenging its legitimacy, building robust support systems, and employing practical strategies to sustain positivity, we can transform resistance from a barrier into a bridge. This transformation not only enhances our resilience, but also enriches our journey, infusing it with lessons and experiences that shape us into more formidable versions of ourselves. As we continue to navigate the complexities of our inner worlds, let us embrace resistance not as an enemy, but as a catalyst for growth, propelling us ever closer to the realization of our dream. Real-life transformations, the ripple effect of positive self-talk history, is replete with extraordinary stories of individuals who have harnessed the power of positive self-talk to transcend adversity and achieve unparalleled success. These narratives serve not only as testaments to the transformative potential of intentional internal dialogue, but also as blueprints for those seeking to replicate such feats in their own lives. By examining the journeys of notable figures who have defied the odds, we uncover invaluable insights into the mechanics of self-talk and its profound impact on personal and professional trajectories. One such luminary is Thomas Edison, whose name is synonymous with innovation and perseverance. Edison, who famously attempted over 1,000 iterations before successfully inventing the electric light bulb, embodied the philosophy of reframing failure as feedback. Rather than succumbing to the discouragement of repeated setbacks, he declared, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. This affirmation not only reflected his unwavering belief in eventual success, but also shielded him from the paralyzing grip of self-doubt. By choosing to view each unsuccessful attempt as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block, Edison cultivated a mindset that prioritized learning over lamentation. His story illustrates the critical role of positive self-talk in sustaining motivation and fostering resilience, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Equally inspiring is the journey of Helen Keller, whose life is a testament to the indomitable power of the human spirit. Deaf and blind from infancy, Keller faced a world that many would deem impenetrable. Yet, guided by her teacher, Anne Sullivan, she learned to communicate and eventually became a renowned author, lecturer, and advocate for the disabled. Then, central to her triumph was her ability to silence the inner voices of limitation and replace them with affirmations of possibility. Keller once remarked, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Her steadfast belief in her potential, reinforced through persistent self-talk, enabled her to break free from the constraints imposed by her disabilities and redefine what was deemed achievable. In the realm of sports, Muhammad Ali stands as an exemplar of how positive self-talk can elevate performance and inspire greatness. Known for his larger-than-life persona and unmatched skill in the boxing ring, Ali's success was underpinned by his relentless self-affirmation. Such as, "I am the greatest," and "afloat like a butterfly, sting like a bee" were not mere boasts, but declarations of his unwavering belief in his abilities. These affirmations served as anchors, grounding him in confidence and focus during high-stakes matches. Ali's story underscores the importance of aligning self-talk with one's aspirations as it bridges the gap between potential and actualization. His ability to visualize victory and reinforce it through language demonstrates how affirmations can amplify self-efficacy and propel individuals toward excellence. On the entrepreneurial front, Oprah Winfrey's ascent from poverty to becoming one of the most influential media moguls in the world is a masterclass in the power of self-talk. Born into hardship and subjected to numerous adversities, including abuse and discrimination, Winfrey could have easily allowed her circumstances to define her. Instead, she chose to rewrite her narrative through affirmations of worth and purpose. She often speaks of her childhood habit of staring into the mirror and declaring, "I am responsible for my life," a practice that instilled in her a sense of agency and accountability. This deliberate cultivation of a positive internal dialogue enabled her to rise above societal limitations and carve a path uniquely her own. Winfrey's journey highlights the role of self-talk in overcoming external barriers and fostering a mindset of empowerment. Another remarkable figure is Nelson Mandela, whose decades-long imprisonment could have extinguished any semblance of hope. Yet Mandela emerged from captivity not as a broken man, but as a beacon of reconciliation and leadership. Central to his resilience was his practice of positive self-talk, which sustained his spirit during the darkest days of incarceration. Mandela's affirmations of freedom, both personal and collective, kept alive his vision of a democratic South Africa. His ability to maintain a hopeful internal dialogue in the face of systemic oppression underscores the transformative power of self-talk in preserving dignity and purpose. Mandela's story serves as a poignant reminder that the words we speak to ourselves can either imprison us in despair or liberate us into action. These narratives collectively reveal several key insights into the mechanics of self-talk and its role in achieving success. First, they emphasize the importance of reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. Whether it is Edison viewing failure as data or Keller transcending her disabilities, these individuals consistently interpreted obstacles through a lens of possibility rather than defeat. Second, they demonstrate the necessity of aligning self-talk with one's aspirations. Ali's declarations of greatness and Winfrey's affirmations of responsibility exemplify how language can serve as a bridge between intention and execution. Third, they highlight the cumulative effect of persistence. Each of these figures engaged in consistent, deliberate self-talk over extended periods, reinforcing their beliefs until they became ingrained in their subconscious. Finally, they underscore the role of visualization in amplifying the impact of affirmations. By vividly imagining their desired outcomes, these individuals prime their minds to act in alignment with their goals, thereby accelerating their progress. The ripple effect of positive self-talk extends far beyond individual achievements, influencing broader spheres of impact. For instance, Mandela's unwavering belief in freedom inspired millions to join the struggle against apartheid, while Winfrey's empowerment narrative has touched countless lives through her media platforms. Similarly, Edison's innovations have revolutionized modern living, and Ali's legacy continues to inspire athletes and activists worldwide. These stories remind us that the words we speak to ourselves do not exist in isolation. They reverberate outward, shaping not only our destinies, but also the world around us. In drawing lessons from these luminaries, we are reminded that success is not merely a product of external circumstances, but a reflection of the internal dialogue we cultivate. Their journeys teach us that by mastering the art of self-talk, we can dismantle the barriers that confine us and unlock the boundless potential within. As we strive to emulate their resilience and determination, let us embrace the transformative power of positive self-talk, knowing that the words we choose to nourish our minds are the seeds from which our futures will flourish. Keynote 6. Beyond the 3-day sustaining momentum for lifelong growth, while the 3-day challenge serves as a powerful catalyst for initiating change. Its true value lies in its potential to spark a lifelong commitment to positive self-talk. The journey does not end after 72 hours. Rather, it marks the beginning of a continuous evolution, a deliberate practice of nurturing one's internal dialogue to foster enduring personal and professional growth. To ensure that the transformative effects of this exercise endure, it is essential to integrate sustainable habits, leverage external resources, and remain vigilant in the face of setbacks. By doing so, we anchor ourselves in a mindset that not only sustains momentum, but also amplifies our capacity to thrive in an ever-changing world. One of the most effective strategies for maintaining a positive mindset is the establishment of daily rituals. Rituals serve as anchors, providing structure and consistency to our efforts. For instance, dedicating 10 minutes each morning to recite affirmations or engage in mindfulness practices can set the tone for the day ahead. This ritualistic repetition reinforces neural pathways associated with positivity and resilience, ensuring that the affirmations we cultivate during the challenge remain embedded in our subconscious. Pairing these practices with journaling allows for deeper introspection, enabling us to track progress, celebrate victories, and identify areas requiring further attention. Over time, these rituals evolve from conscious exercises into automatic habits, seamlessly weaving positive self-talk into the fabric of our daily lives. Beyond individual practices, the role of community cannot be overstated. Humans are inherently social beings, and the support of like-minded individuals can significantly enhance our ability to sustain momentum. Joining groups or forums centered around personal development provides access to shared wisdom, encouragement, and accountability. Engaging in discussions, sharing experiences, and offering mutual support fosters a sense of belonging and reminds us that we are not alone in our journey. Furthermore, mentorship plays a pivotal role in long-term growth. Seeking guidance from individuals who have walked similar paths offers valuable insights and inspiration, helping us navigate challenges with greater clarity and confidence. Technology, too, can serve as a powerful ally in sustaining positive self-talk. Mobile applications designed for mindfulness, meditation, and habit tracking offer convenient tools for reinforcing daily practices. Features such as push notifications, guided meditations, and progress trackers provide gentle reminders and structured frameworks to keep us aligned with our goals. Similarly, podcasts, audiobooks, and online courses offer a wealth of knowledge and motivation, enabling us to continually expand our understanding and refine our approach. Leveraging these resources ensures that we remain connected to a steady stream of inspiration and guidance, even when external circumstances threaten to derail our focus. Despite our best efforts, setbacks are an inevitable part of any transformative journey. The key to overcoming them lies in cultivating resilience and adaptability. When faced with moments of doubt or regression, it is crucial to adopt a growth-oriented perspective. Viewing setbacks as opportunities for learning rather than failures allows us to extract valuable lessons and pivot accordingly. For example, if a particular affirmation no longer resonates, revisiting and revising it. Additionally, practicing self-compassion during challenging times prevents us from succumbing to harsh self-criticism, which can undermine our progress. Reminding ourselves that growth is nonlinear and that every step, even the missteps, contributes to the larger journey fosters a mindset of patience and perseverance. Long-term benefits of sustained positive self-talk extend far beyond immediate improvements in mood or confidence. Over time, this practice rewires our brains, creating a default mode of optimism and possibility. This shift not only enhances our ability to navigate adversity, but also amplifies our capacity to seize opportunities and innovate. Professionally, individuals who consistently engage in positive self-talk exhibit higher levels of productivity, creativity, and leadership effectiveness. Personally, they experience deeper relationships, greater emotional well-being, and a heightened sense of fulfillment. The cumulative effect of these benefits positions us to not only achieve our goals, but also to inspire and uplift those around us, creating a ripple effect that extends beyond our individual lives. Ultimately, the journey of positive self-talk is one of continuous refinement and expansion. It invites us to remain curious, open-minded, and committed to our growth. By integrating daily rituals, leveraging community and technology, and embracing setbacks as stepping stones, we ensure that the momentum generated during the 3-day challenge evolves into a lifelong practice. This practice becomes not just a tool for personal transformation, but a way of being, a lens through which we view ourselves, our relationships, and the world. As we move forward, let us remember that the words we choose to speak to ourselves are the architects of our reality. By choosing wisely and consistently, we build a future defined by possibility, resilience, and triumph. The unyielding force within us, ladies and gentlemen. As we draw this discourse to a close, let us pause and reflect on the profound truth that has been unveiled. The words we speak to ourselves are not mere echoes in the chambers of our minds. They are the architects of our reality. Every affirmation, every declaration, every whisper of belief or doubt carries the weight of creation, shaping the contours of our lives in ways both subtle and profound. The 3-day journey we have explored is not a fleeting experiment, but a gateway to a lifetime of transformation. It is an invitation to reclaim the power that resides within us. The power to rewrite our narratives, reinvent our destinies, and redefine the boundaries of what is possible. The decision to embark on this path is not one to be taken lightly, for it demands courage, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to self-mastery. Yet the rewards are beyond measure. Imagine waking each day with a sense of purpose that burns brighter than the challenges you face. Picture yourself standing at the precipice of your dreams, not as a spectator, but as a creator, armed with the unshakable belief that you are capable of achieving them. This is not a distant fantasy. It is the tangible outcome of choosing to speak to yourself with intention, compassion, and conviction. Now is the moment to act. Now is the time to take the reins of your internal dialogue and steer it toward horizons of possibility. Begin today. Start small, but start deliberately. Replace the whispers of doubt with declarations of strength. Challenge the narratives of limitation with affirmations of abundance. Allow yourself to dream boldly and speak those dreams into existence. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the first step is always within you. As you embrace this practice, know that you are not alone. Countless souls have walked this path before you. Their stories etched into the annals of history as testaments to the transformative power of self-talk. Draw inspiration from their triumphs, learn from their struggles, and let their legacies fuel your resolve. Together we form a tapestry of resilience, each thread woven with the words we choose to honor and uphold. Let this be your clarion call. Speak to yourself as though the universe is listening, for it is. Speak to yourself as though your future depends on it, for it does. Speak to yourself as though you are the hero of your story, for you are. The power to transform your life lies not in the stars, the winds, or the tides, but in the quiet, steadfast voice within you. Awaken that voice. Nurture it, trust it, and watch as it carries you to heights you once believed were beyond reach. The journey begins now. Will you answer the call?